Right, Condi Berserker. This build's in a bit of a weird place at the moment. It's not one of the high-profile power creep builds going around right now, especially when you put it next to some of the other warrior variants we've had in recent times. Which leads to some people thinking it's bad. It's not. It's completely fine. It's also currently Warrior's only viable choice for Condi DPS, so there's that. And it is one of the easier Condi DPS builds to play, because this one doesn't have as prominent of a gimmick compared to some other builds. The main gimmick you do have is Berserk mode, obviously. You're running full rage skills in order to stay in Berserk pretty much the entire time, which isn't super difficult as long as you don't have to pause for, mechanics. The description for this rotation on Snowcrows is pretty lengthy because there's a lot of little things you can do to improve, but at its core, it's just you stay mad all the time, use your weapon skills to build adrenaline quickly, and then use your burst skills basically off cooldown. The only skill you want to hold off on is the Sword 3, which is only useful if the target has less than half its health. One thing you do want to keep track of is how you weapon swap, because you do have it as a lower cooldown than normal, which takes a moment to get used to. The easiest thing to keep track of when you should swap is to count how many times you've used your F1. While using Sword, that's just one time, and then 2 or 3 when you're using Longbow. There's other little things like playing around the King of Fire's trait and correctly comboing your rage skills, but most of it is pretty intuitive. As long as you've actually read your skills, that is. Your defenses are pretty alright. Warrior always has at least decent survivability thanks to the high base health and armor, plus Blood Reckoning is just a ridiculously good heal skill. You also do have a ranged weapon, unlike other warrior builds, which is always helpful. Your utility isn't great. You do have a bit of hard CC, but it is also part of your rotation, so You do also have loads of soft CC, which can be useful sometimes. You can also replace Shattering Blow for more CC, or replace Wild Blow in favor of some stability, or the very underrated Shake It Off, which is both really good cleanse and a group stun break. All in all, Condi Berserker isn't super flashy with what it does, but I think it finds a good balance between being easy to pick up and having lots of little things to learn about it, which keeps it fun for a lot longer. It is, again, also kind of your only option for Condi Warrior, so yeah.